Whoa, camera and chat. I pressed the button.
Oh, really? Can they see me?
They can see you, but I just have Spotify over your face on our screen.
For our benefit.
So, yes, they can't see.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Again, tech check. Can we hear? Oh my
Yes.
God, the
Yes, can you hear?
emote is a banana
Oh, really?
up the top because someone did 4 bananas, so it comes up on the stream.
Oh, great. Hashtag banana.
Let's go.
Why is the weather report over Ray's face? There we go.
It's a cheap
Seats
seats
fan.
reference.
There's a fan. The pimp is here. Yes, Sean, the pimp is in the background.
Yes, Sean is in the background playing Starfield.
Yes. When someone says, I listened to the podcast on the way to uni, do they mean these Twitch recaps?
No, I think they mean the
That makes
banana
more-
pod.
Oh, the banana pod. Oh, of course.
You're
That's
so
right. We were just talking about that.
Oh my God.
We can hear. Great.
Yeah. Okay, let's jump straight into episode 7 and 8. It's going by so fast,
Too
Ray.
fast.
I'm gonna
I
get
know.
sad
I
when
know.
it's all over.
It's too far. And I think I've already broken Cool Ray. The last 2 eps, I think the finale, we go out with a bang.
Yeah, that is true.
I think we are, yeah.
Sean, is the chat coming up on screen? Will the chat come up on screen when I go into gaming mode? Okay, it will. I'll change it to this mode because then when people watch it on the VOD, they can see what we're replying to.
Yeah, great.
Greetings from Los Angeles. Oh, wow. Thanks so much for coming. And thanks so much for watching the show illegally.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate it. I think if you use a VPN, does that artificially inflate the ratings? I hope so.
This is the sort of inside chat people love.
People tune into. That's why people are downloading the Twitch stream and listening to it on the way to uni.
I know. I was so glad that someone downloaded the Twitch stream because I did not realize they expire after 7 days. So shout out to taskmaster.info who saved all of the streams. Otherwise, they would have been lost in ether forever. Let's start on episode 7, A Pretty Scucks Cartwheel, another die named Ep.
Yes, he's so good. He's away with words.
He is just a soundbite extraordinaire for sure.
That's got to be just no spoilers, but that's got to be a photo of maybe my attempt or
yes, true.
or maybe Bubba's.
You say no spoilers, but if you're watching the stream and you haven't seen the episode yet...
No spoilers, but we can't talk about anything.
We can't talk about
this
anything.
This is the end of the stream.
Yeah. Okay.
Scucks, it means cool.
It means cool, yeah.
Cool Ray is Scucks Deluxe. It's the perfect use of it.
Scucks is... you're just Scucks, you know?
Just Scucks.
You're both slaying so far.
Oh,
it's all downhill from here.
Yeah. Charles loves to lick hands.
He does. The prize task for episode 7 was the best gift for your 12-year-old self, and I brought in my driver's license because really I thought it would be funny. That's sort of, that's sort of why...
That sums up quite a lot of your motivation behind what you did on the show, I think, is because I thought it was funny.
Most of the time, you just think it's funny. To have a 12-year-old with a full driver's license made me chuckle.
Yes.
So I brought in my driver's license. I think I got 1 point, or 1 or 2 maybe.
Did you good on you for being a donor? Only if she died. Anyway.
Exactly. I was just trying to brag being a donor.
Did you really want to drive as a 12-year-old?
I think I remember finding the learner's test, the restricted test, the full test so stressful. So the idea that I could just take that stress away from my 12-year-old self would be fun. And then I think they cut out me talking about also being able to legally go to the club. I mean, well, you would have to doctor it slightly because the date wouldn't work out. But
I reckon you could spot a 12-year-old at the club.
I was 6'1" as a 12-year-old, so I reckon I'd blend in. Okay, next up.
Akon singing that song again.
This made me laugh a lot as well.
Oh yes, Karen's. Yes, this is a great. I have no idea where she got it from. Just have it in her house.
Yes, and also just it was such a good belly laugh because her cell was like, I wasn't very confident, and I was like, "What is it going to be?"
It's so heartfelt.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be something like just something that would genuinely be a confidence boost. But to have a mirror ball helmet being the one thing that's stopping you from being like the life of the party is so funny.
I couldn't come out until
you had the best task costumes. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
I think the others didn't really think about it or care that much.
Yeah.
I loved Karen's fun meter though.
Yes, Karen had the fun meter. Could you wear it as a helmet? Would you legally be able to wear it? Because the lights would catch on it, right?
People would spot you.
Yeah, people would spot you.
Yeah. Next up we had Bubba brought a lunch, which again was just kind of like, she always has such like a funny way of describing like a kind of rough time.
Yes.
Like she's always just like, this was the episode where she said her dad left and then she'd like to give herself just a lunch.
Much.
Oh, thank you for
for
gifting subs, Crazy Jarhead.
Is that like we get a Subway?
No.
Is that like we get a...
Yeah. We all get a Subway.
we get a
Thanks
ride.
to Crazy Jarhead 94.
We get a ride in that submarine. But yeah, and as well as a gift for your 12-year-old self, right? So Bubba wanted to bring in a pistol.
Yes, that's right. Because we had a WhatsApp group, and Bubble was the one who didn't know the show at all. So me and Ray were very careful of like, we're not going to tell each other anything about what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And she was like, we were like, don't tell us. And she's like, well, I wanted to bring in a gun. We're like, no, oh my god, okay. It was very, very funny.
Bubba as well. I'm not sure the reason why they didn't want to. Maybe it's obvious why they didn't want her to bring in a gun, but I think part of it was that I heard it was an unregistered pistol, so I think it was illegal to even own the gun.
Yes, so you could reference it, but you couldn't have it in your possession.
Yeah, and also I don't think, maybe you would be the only person I'd feel comfortable winning a gun. Like I think if anybody else had got on a stage and there was a gun up there, I would have been so scared.
Next up we had Di, who brought in a shaving kit.
That's right.
And
was this?
And this. That's right. This was so funny because he genuinely got messaged this by his mum
That day.
the day of this record, or maybe even just like the day before.
Yeah, but he like came in and was talking about it again. Like
he was like, I just got this weird message from my mum that she's cleaning out my old room.
So creepy. The handwriting is so young.
Yes, so it would have been a handwriting exercise, like write mother.
Yeah.
Because there's one that's clearly in like the teacher's handwriting.
Yeah, next to these pictures of these
mother.
mothers.
And he is...
It's like a serial killer. Yeah, this is when he goes to jail. This will be... He had to take all the, the red string connecting all the bits.
He talked about this way more in studio. Do you remember what he said?
I remember him talking about, like, again with the ball gag that exercised his mouth.
Yes.
Like, he just would be backstage talking about these things, and you'd be like, is this real or not? And then he'd be in the studio talking about it.
Yeah.
Do I remember? Yeah, there was a lot. I feel like we talked a lot about the mother thing. We were all just so terrified of it. Did he mention going through puberty? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what was in the studio and what was cut.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah.
It was a trip though,
yeah.
and also what he said backstage and what he said actually in front of an audience. I don't know.
How many episodes did Size NZ go see? I feel like they
reference the live.
Yes.
Yeah, don't know. This is truly unhinged. Yes, it's also seems like kind of great desktop background.
Yes. Di's mum is she's on the head of the board for
Charles, stop licking because you're licking right next to the microphone, and so it's just going to be this weird ASMR underneath.
But
Charles, stop licking! I'm literally gonna fight you if you keep licking.
What's that? She helps run that theatre in Wellington. I forget the name of it.
I'm gonna face you.
Not Bats, but the other one. Circa? That's the name of it.
And Ray, you brought in the children's science set and the recipe for the COVID-19 vaccine.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you.
Great. So funny.
Yeah, going to be a billionaire, baby, and I give myself I can't remember how many years, 5 years, 10 years to figure out the formula on my own. I reckon I could do it.
Yeah. Doesn't stop licking me either. What's a sport?
It's what Jeremy asked me about. He said that looking back now, that it would be actually a good reference. Back to the Future 2, and he gives. Does Michael J. Fox's character give himself a sports almanac and makes his family rich, but sort of ruins the future? Is that how it works? No, Biff does it. Biff does it.
Okay, I can't remember. Outside New Zealand, I've only seen the TikToks. I think we can't legally say how you can watch it.
But I imagine there's like popular video sharing websites that you could even just type the name into.
Next up is the first film task, which was to do magic.
Yes.
And very funny to reveal the magic trick.
We've talked about, have we talked about it? But yeah, I said something very defamatory here, which we cannot repeat on. It got edited out.
It did get edited out because it would make sense to no one outside of the comedy community.
Yes.
And also that person that you are defaming, I mean, it's true, might come after you.
Yeah. Great socks. Yes, thank you. The socks have bananas on it, something I did not think about.
We will get into that a little bit later on episode 8. It was to do magic, and my trick was up first, which was to make an apple hover and then get sliced in half, Fruit Ninja style.
Yeah.
Which I referenced a lot, I think, filming the task, but they did love it. Yeah.
Did we have 40 minutes? Yeah, I think we had quite a bit of time.
Now it looks a lot worse.
No. Yours was, I would say, genuinely the most impressive magic trick.
Oh wow, that's very kind.
I think, and we were all blown away in the in the studio.
Yeah.
I forgot that you had stuck gems to your face, and like the magic wand was so cool, but.
I was so excited about the magic wand. I made a prototype of it, and I was like, I figured out that if I put a full balloon and then it could blow out feathers and it would look impressive. I tried it. It went, it was amazing. So I was like, okay, I'll put more feathers in. And then by the time I got down to filming it, like the paper had kind of squished together and gotten a bit like, and so the hole was, and then it was like another hole. It was like letting air escape. And so I had to like force the balloon to like blow harder so that the feathers would come out, and it really wasn't as cool as it was when I practiced it.
And I love being able to see, you could see the balloon.
I
loved that. It was the other thing, I mean, Paul would have been so excited watching you do that. Like, I think when someone puts in heaps of effort and is doing something cool, I think Paul is like quietly to himself like, yes. and also the apple in the practice as well, did you say?
Yes, the practice, it got up so high and then sort of cut like at eye level height, but the glue must have, because it was sliced and then like kind of glued together.
PVA glue?
Yeah, I think so. And then in the sense that they would kind of be able to pull it a little bit and then it would fall apart. But unfortunately, it just fell apart because it wasn't glued very well. And so it kind of slices about where it is now.
It's a bit higher, but it's funny you say, yes, that's exactly where I wanted to.
I was excited and I thought it would look cooler, and then watching it back, it was not as cool as I remembered. It's always the case.
But my favourite, I think, the best thing is that we were all quite impressed, especially Di and Karen. And Jeremy was like, you thought that was impressive. I'm really worried about what you guys did.
I know.
Jeremy came down harsh on this, but I thought it was the best proper magic trick.
I thought I did well as well. I think I got 1 or 2 points maybe. We had Karen, and I was actually quite impressed at her costume.
Yes.
Local magician.
Yes. And I love the setting of making it Paul's sad birthday party.
Yes, it was really funny.
I think it's some kind of noodle.
Thank you for another gifted sub. Oh no, this is someone else. Dat Pro guy.
There's only so many subs I can have, man. Mel's dog really likes Ray. Yeah, I took him for a lot of walks, and I think he loves me.
Yes, he does. Yeah. He does love you.
Mel did for the best showmanship. Absolutely, yes.
Karen is, for people who don't know, used to work in early childhood education. So that kind of, especially in this episode, that comes through, that she is like great with kids.
Yes.
Yeah. But very young kids.
Yes.
Loved her costume. She did like, there was like a very creepy rabbit. I don't know if I got a screenshot of it, but it might come up. And we had Di, who did all his sort of like, you can't see, but not to the camera. And so the only camera that could capture it is the side in which showed all of the magic.
And for some reason, Paul is wearing a crown.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's put Paul in a crown.
Yeah, that was funny.
Pretty good for he. I mean, the magic tricks were terrible.
They would.
but he sold them so well. Like,
yes.
He's so silly.
Di is just like so fun to watch. I always just want to like see him do everything.
Yes.
When I'm back on Have You Been Paying Attention, I don't know. Next up is this is Karen's
yes.
rabbit, which was horrifying. It's so funny, especially that little grin while she's holding it up, clearly from under the table, just has to hunch down so far with the balloon ears.
Balloon ears. It has another ear, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah, it's hiding behind.
Yeah.
And then we had Bubba Wubba, who did a classic disappearing trick where Paul had to kind of shake the sheet for so long
so the magician could come back. Bubba was so good. I remember, my memory was that it was worse. I think I was more impressed this time watching it again.
Yes.
Because when she disappears and the camera pans down, I was like, where is she? That's genuinely
That is
great.
great. It is good. Yeah. Okay. So because I'm so disorganized, I'm going to just ask everyone and see who's available for the final stream. And then anyone else who's in the cast might jump on for the final one. But I'm just so organized, and I hate asking people especially someone who's got kids, hey, can you come do my Twitch in half an hour? I just feel like an a-hole. Yes. I was so hopeful that one of you would have been into magic and had some proper great tracks. It's hard though, because even if you're into magic, you need the tools. Yeah. A lot of magicians have actual magic tools, magic cards, or a fake thumb, or all these things that we didn't have access to.
And I feel like, I'm not sure, but doing a card trick might not come across great on camera.
If you got Paul to put a card back into a deck and shuffle it and yada yada. And also, especially because you could have just, there's no editing trickery, but you could have just there's something about you could have organised something, Next up was Ray in Raisneyland. And I got this screenshot because I thought this was genuinely so clever. A clever way to do the teacup ride. I thought it was really funny.
Yes, I think I saw someone trying to say that this was camera trickery, but it's not. It doesn't. I don't think it broke the rules of the task.
I think I even said that maybe in the studio. Or I don't know.
Maybe you did. And then did I say I don't think anybody was tricked by it? I think Mel correctly pointed out that Disneyland is not the most magical place. And Paul in studio did try to save me. He said, I think he was thinking of Magic Kingdom within Disneyland that is the most magical place.
Yes, but also I think Disney World, that is the slogan. But you called it Raisneyland. If you had called it Raisney World, then maybe that would have flown.
It wouldn't have worked because it was clearly a land. It was very clearly Greece.
And also it wasn't editing trickery, but there was a lot of editing. Everyone else, I guess the others were edited as well.
No, there was no editing trickery. I think this one, I was I've definitely zagged. It's either a 1 or a 5. But Jeremy in the break, to reassure everyone, this was the one where he said, "Don't worry, you haven't seen Ray's yet."
Oh yes, that's right.
But this was one where I the chat will know, but there was the man. I saw it pop up on my Facebook once. It was the guy in the UK Taskmaster made a cow disappear, and that was so well done. And I just remember thinking I could never do something like that. So I'm just going to go completely left field.
How did he do it?
He had, because I believe there was a cow just on set for that scene of Mawan. Yeah, I think it's Mawan. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Sorry. But he. I think there was a cow in the background, and he did something, and the cow just disappeared. And what he had done is he had a tiny cow on a bit of string or on something, and so it looked like the cow was in the distance, and then he just made it disappear. And it was it was on a contraption that pulled this tiny cow out of shot.
Oh wow!
It was so well done.
That is really cool.
Yeah, he used a toy cow. Yeah, it made it seem like it was far away.
Oh, that task was from and then this game, obviously. Yes. Oh my god, a sub-train, a hype train. Buffering.
Buffering?
Who's saying buffering? That makes me scared that there's something wrong with the stream.
We're back. Oh, maybe it did pop out for a second. Starfield download hitting hard.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm back. Are we back? We're all good? Okay, we probably said something boring.
Yeah, and maybe about Paul and I being intimate.
And also we just gained 50 viewers, so I don't know what the heck is happening.
But the fans love it when it buffers.
Yeah, as soon as it cuts out, we just get 50 more viewers.
That's what people want to see.
Some kind of noodle.
thank you so much for more subs. This is very lovely. Loving the love. I don't even know if the sound effects are working, whether it says a random cheap seats clip or not. Next one was a ping pong task, which was, these were the penalties. Essentially, you had to win a point against Paul Williams in ping pong. Are you texting?
No.
Okay.
I wrote down three notes for the first episode of things that I wanted to pick up.
That's right. Your notes. You don't have a notes app. You just message yourself on Facebook, which is the most Ray O'Leary way to take notes that I could ever think of. Like, how do I make this more about me?
My phone is blowing up right now.
I just want to talk to myself.
My phone is blowing up right now.
What was your...
But it was about this. It was actually about this task.
Okay.
And the first thing was... Oh, no, we can get to that later.
Okay.
But this one, I saw someone ask about it. But, one of the things was, put on a jacket, replace your racket, and then make Paul a peanut butter sandwich. And I just want to say that when Paul did bin any racket you used, but I cycled through every single racket.
One, so they had to all come back.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd have to use like the sandwich. I don't know, the sandwich that you had made.
My hands.
Yes. Boomtown. I think it was.
All right. Is it just me or does the stream struggle during the hype train or the alerts? Rackets went in a...
Oh, whoopsies, I'm typing.
No, we're back. Oh, God. How much did you guys miss, or do you guys remember?
Yeah, can we... What did we last say? Because Sean's just going to stop. I'm downloading Starfield in the lounge, and I think that's something to do with it. Also, we don't have fibre to the premise, so if there's lots of internet happening, then in like the street it goes shit.
We were at the penalties. Oh, did we miss heaps?
Oh my God. We're talking about rackets. Yeah, I know. Oh no. This is a disaster. And paddling with a sandwich.
Oh, it's Aussie.
Aussie NBN, yes, exactly. We should be in New Zealand. What did you say, Ray? I can't remember.
Was it, we were talking about we were talking about how the racket system worked, which was that you cycled through all the rackets, and I got back to the first one, and then you talked about. Did we start talking about just your attempt, which was that you loved the tennis racket? No, not the badminton racket.
I loved that is an old school tennis racket, I think, and I liked it because it gave me more surface area to work with. I actually did pretty well. Like, I had 2 penalties, and then I won, I think, maybe.
You said you felt like they had shown basically your whole...
They showed, I think, the entire one, and then they supercut Karen, I think, in a similar way.
Because you only took like a minute something or whatever.
But I was surprised. Watching it back, I was like, that was really quick. Like, it's not a long... I mean, I guess, 1 point in table tennis is not very long. Karen, I loved her responses. I love seeing proper competitive Karen. What are you streaming on? A washing machine? Is it still cutting out, Sean? Oh, yeah, close those videos, please. Can you close them? Because the computer might be fucking out. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, because I can see the bin. It looks fine now.
It looks fine?
Oh, okay, great.
Cool.
Okay. It's fine right now. Okay, great. Yeah. Sorry. I know admin is so fucking boring, but I don't want it to cut out more. Great. Karen, very, very competitive.
Yes. Oh, the other thing
Seduce is here, Sean.
Hello, Seduce.
Sorry?
Seduce is here. Seduce is really good at Halo.
Did Paul have to eat the entire sandwich each time? No. Paul did not have any of the sandwiches I made. and I tell you what, he had quite a few sandwiches to eat.
I made it. I loved him having me and Karen do it together, and Jeremy's observation that making women make you sandwiches is part of the task. It genuinely did feel like that, because you're just like so demoralized by losing, and then you've just got to be like, cut the crusts off just how you like it.
Like, have to make them into triangles.
I know.
Yeah, my triangles got sloppier and sloppier, and maybe he did bite the first one, but he definitely stopped. And
welcome, Egolas, to your first recap that you caught live. Yes. You've missed all the buffering. That's the best part.
Yeah, the other thing about this task is that I actually have played ping pong on this table before. So at the production... is that interesting? No?
Okay. I love how you say that like it's giving you an unfair advantage. Like it's the fucking like a cricket pitch that like you knew the exact swing of the table.
I had a home turf. I came out and I was like, well, I've been here before.
Oh my god!
And that's probably why I did it so quickly, I think, because it was so intuitive.
I just wanted it just because there was an ad break here and I just loved these between ads.
I really like these.
So you just see fully up his nose cavity. Yeah. There was an ad break and then we came back.
I really enjoyed this one. It was so weird.
Very fun. And then we had you and Bubba was shown together. Yeah. And I laughed so much because she did actually almost hit it with this mallet. Like it was like grazed over. I was like, oh, that would have been so fucking good if she actually won with the mallet. Impossible. So impossible.
She's clear. This is a clever strategy she's got. She's clearly just put all the jackets on her one arm.
Yeah, that's true. That is a great idea. Yeah. And then we had you employing a similar strategy when you finally had gone through every single racket.
Yes.
And you got your ping pong racket back.
I will say that Di and I seemed to be the only ones who actually scored a point against Paul. Paul effed up against you, didn't he? And like he hit the net.
No, yeah, he went over, but that's still winning a point. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's based on his, but if
my
you
athleticism was the reason why I was.
But if you like if you hit it at such an angle that he has to do a shot that's like uncomfortable, that is still winning the shot, winning the point.
Yeah, wasn't there one and he just served it badly? And
yes, that one's a little different.
Yeah, was that Karen?
Yeah, he just missed the serve and then Karen won.
But yeah, I'm sure they had this idea for this task because Paul. In their breaks, they play ping pong in the office on the ping pong table, and Paul's good. I mean, he's not amazing, but he's like. He's not like the greatest player ever, but he's still pretty good.
Yes, totally.
And also, when I knocked the jacket rack over and spent a while trying to put it back up, apparently the art department went to go and like help me, but they stopped them.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah, let him struggle.
That was so fucking funny. You trying to put the jacket rack.
Yeah, I quickly realised that putting on jackets was a mistake because it was getting so hot. Yes. But then once I didn't have that racket, I was like, I made a huge mistake, and so I just cycle. I was just like making sandwiches, paddle, sandwich, paddle, sandwich, paddle.
Yes. Paul's really short. Yes. Paul's sporting prowess. He is good at sport. We used to play basketball together. Yeah. We'll get to that soon.
And he plays social soccer. Yes. Oh, yes.
That's right.
I was so happy.
And then we had Di.
Di, who seemed to just genuinely want to play ping pong with Paul.
It was amazing. Also, I want to commend you on your first rally.
Oh, thank you.
That was pretty amazing how long it lasted. Like, it was just like, you're just like, is this okay? And you were like returning this. Am I okay? Is this all right? Like, you were returning every ball. For like, I would say, like, it went on for at least 10. Yeah. I was genuinely impressed.
Paul and I were having a friendly game, and then he just banged.
And Di won in 3 seconds, maybe?
Something crazy.
Something ridiculous, and it was amazing.
And he just grabbed the ball. It was like, all right, let's go again.
And I had said that in my task, like, someone's going to get it first try, and I'm making you a sandwich. And it's exactly how it worked. It was so good. You should have won Thank God You're Here last night.
Oh, thank you, Regulus. I haven't.
I watched it just before you came.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Okay. That seems.
It was really funny.
That feels pointed.
I was like, do I want to move it? All right. Okay, fine.
But yeah, Mel and I did a gig last night, so we weren't able to watch it. But thank you so much for watching.
And then next up we had wonderful Pearl, who is amazing. She was so perfect at the role.
Yes, absolutely perfect.
And she was told, don't give them a lot. And
I think Joseph was like, kind of be yourself, but like she knew the role that she was playing.
Yeah, totally. Like be like hard to impress.
Yeah.
And she was so good at it and so funny. Like her little like head shakes and eye rolls and stuff was so great.
Didzul, she was on. Sorry, am I falling out of frame? Didzul, she was on Guymont's Spelling Bee. There was a round where they had 4 teenagers and they had to spell and win a prize for them.
Yes.
And I spoke to Joseph Moore, the producer, about this, and they considered another one of the other people, but they thought Pearl would let the contestants shine. Like she did, she played the role perfectly because it's not about what team it is. And is Pearl?
I can't believe you're like, you're about to roast one of the other kids.
No,
No, that's a little attention-seeking kid.
No, there was a
name
kid,
them now.
There was a kid on Going on Spelling Bee who was so talented and so funny.
Oh,
but
yes.
you don't want someone. I mean, he could easily outshine me. You don't want him pulling focus.
Pearl was great.
Yes.
I really liked her.
And this was Pearl. I thought that as soon as I walked in and she said her name was Pearl, I was like, this has got to be a bit.
Yes, I know. Her name was Pearl. I didn't realise her name was actually Pearl,
Yeah.
and I thought they'd just come up with a name that was similar to Paul, but a female version.
Yeah.
Pearl was very cool genuinely, made me nervous to talk to her. I was I felt like I was getting along with her really well.
Yes. While we filmed this season, the tasks, Greg Davies was in the country, and there's a little part of me that was scared that Greg Davies might appear in a task because he was in New Zealand. But this was more terrifying. It was walking out and seeing Pearl.
Yes.
And there were so many things I said to Pearl that got cut, and I'm so glad they did.
Yes, that was my first instinct as well. I was like, she also was really good at guiding you, and I wonder if she. Oh no, you hadn't done it yet.
Well, I hadn't done what?
Hadn't done the task yet. I wasn't sure if she was guiding me away from things that other contestants might have done.
Oh, yes.
Because I remember I was like, we could smoke cigarettes or something, and she went, oh, that's not cool.
Oh.
And she said it very clearly, that's not cool.
Uh-oh.
That I was like, someone else has done that.
Yeah.
Or I mentioned skateboarding as well, all the things that you first think of cool things.
Yes.
She was like, that's not cool. And the only thing that she was vaguely interested in was the bus.
Yes, I actually have the list of all the days each one of us did this task because I got. Maybe we can talk about it after we show all our things.
Why do you have that?
Because
you got this.
I got the forms.
The sheets. You got the sheets.
You have it now. But Cool Ray makes smoking cool. Yeah, there was a lot of smoking, not our future type of ads in New Zealand, and I just undid all that good work.
I really loved Paul saying, "So you thought you made smoking look too cool?"
That was our discussion at the end. I was like, legally we'll be able to broadcast this. Because but I want to say as well, what was your chat with Pearl like? Because you were saying she was good at talking and guiding to you, but I felt like, and this was probably on purpose, but she was giving me nothing. She was like I'm sure I asked her, what do you and your friends do that's cool? Or I feel like I was asking her similar questions.
And she said, I don't know.
Yeah, she keeps telling me I don't know to me. And I was like, oh no.
I had already had a decent chat with her before opening the envelope.
Oh.
So I had chatted to her for a while, and then I eventually was like, do you know if I'm supposed to do a task? And then she gave me the task. So I felt like I had gotten to know her and broken her barrier before knowing what the task was.
Yeah, I shouldn't repeat it, but I definitely said something insane to her as soon as I came into the room, which probably did not warm me to But she and the other thing is, this chair, when I was talking to her, I turned the chair around and sat on it with the front facing forward. And afterwards, Joseph told me we purposely had a chair like that just in case someone did do that.
That's so funny.
And I immediately fell for the trap.
Oh, that's so good. That is really funny. I love Di's attempt being full, as Jeremy said, Bart Simpson style.
My favourite part was him thinking Clash of Clans was cool, but being too scared that Paul would ruin his village.
I've got a pretty scucks village. I didn't even. Clash of Clans is one of those games that I feel like I get ads for, and I'm like, is this even a real game, or is it like a scam?
Yes, is it one of those men drowning in the room?
Yes, exactly. Pull the pin and stop the man from drowning. I'm like, he got himself in that situation. Yes. He can get himself out of it. Yes, Di was, but still very funny. Yes, again, taking Route 1, but so funny in such a funny way.
Pearl looks a little worried about that cartwheel.
It's actually quite an impressive. He does get almost sort of straight up. I couldn't do a cartwheel like that. Yeah. And we had Cool Ray.
Oh, she's covering her mouth.
She's mortified because it's literally on fire. There's a full flame. I was so surprised at the amount of times, because you also lit a fire in an episode coming up. I
went straight for it. Well, we can talk about that. Teens love Pokemon. Pearl would not have liked Pokemon. Also, maybe they changed. This task I don't recommend smoking pure paper because this task made me think I had COVID for a week.
Really?
I was like, my throat is really effed up. I don't know what's going on. Why is my throat...
You did quite a lot because you could see it, like the embers burn while you inhaled, like it went like a full end of a cigarette.
Yeah, because I think I stamped it out, and I think I picked up. I was like, I'll have another puff, and I think I felt a bit go like right to the back of my throat.
It's so funny.
And my other instinct was to try tie it up with a rubber band, and I'm so glad I didn't do that and smoke like burning rubber. But health and safety did not. Maybe I did this too quickly, but they didn't stop me. This
is the thing. So I uploaded my attempt onto TikTok,
Yeah.
but you have a little bit of the like banter of everyone else just to give people the impression of what the show is if they haven't seen the show before. So like maybe a couple seconds of everyone just kind of like having a little casual chat. And then everyone's like, that guy should have won in the suit because the girl in the cheerleader uniform was trying so hard. Like, I didn't show Ray smoking a fucking piece of paper. So, of course, it looks like he didn't try. I didn't show his attempt. People were like, he should have won because he just sort of went, hey, what do you find cool? And then that was it.
It was cut because she said nothing. It didn't tell me.
That TikTok did go kind of crazy.
It's just pure paper. I think I can't see my TikTok. Was it taken down?
I thought it was a netball uniform. Yes, it is a netball uniform, but all the comments on TikTok are like, cheerleader girl. I'm like, I want to shoot myself because cheerleader girl makes it seem like I've tried to choose some sort of sexy costume.
All the Americans.
Netball, it's sport, it's practical.
I'm just trying to remember anything. I remember I slid into the room with my socks off to try to do risky business.
Okay,
I thought
great topical reference.
Great. And there was that's what I was going to say. This, people probably want to know about the character of Cool Ray, and it's based on another character I did called Beach Ray, which was something I used to do at my flat, where we would go to the beach and I'd pretend to be Beach Ray who didn't care about anything.
Wow, amazing!
So that's history.
It really does go back.
Yeah. So that's you could probably sense that all the
Pearl's face here, while it was like genuine, like so on fire, just mortified, and I can't believe this.
Here's a question. Wait, who decides on the costume? Is there a writing team that works on them with you, or do you come up with them yourselves?
No, we choose our own costume. I gave them a few options. Like I'm thinking about either a netball uniform or just like I was going to wear like a kind of power suit kind of thing. And then the costume lady was like, oh, netball uniform's so fun, and wanted to go old school netball uniform. Yeah,
so I wanted to wear my suit, but I was told it was like crazy hot out there, so I made a
summer suit.
A summer suit. And I did briefly consider wearing it making it look even more like a school uniform, and I had a logo that said Jeremy Wells' Academy for Hot Young Boys, but I cut that.
Hey, thanks so much for joining from Ireland. Have fun at work.
What am I seeing Ray in your cheerleading?
Interesting you say that. Next up we have me and my bus, which I tried to make a bus and then I realized there's a caravan that looks a little bit like a bus. It's fine. And we sat at the back of the bus. Very cool.
That is very cool.
Very cool.
Did you make a front of the bus, or did you alter the caravan in any way?
No, I just didn't have a lot of time. You got 10 minutes.
Yes, that's true.
So making a bus, I would spend most of it creating the bus, and then we just have to sit in it. And I wanted to talk to her more. And she was like, she loved my shoes. She kept saying, I love your kicks, which is when you sent me the score sheet. So people would like, she did a score sheet and she scored like non-cringe, fashion. She was like complimented my shoes, and then my fashion she scored me as 1. So I think that's why they didn't go on her sheet and they went with what Jeremy scored.
Yes.
Because what she said to them didn't match up what she had written on the score sheet. So she would say something and then she just it was almost like she kind of randomly chose.
Okay, I'd also just like to say I just opened up WhatsApp to find the things we got sent, and the first thing from WhatsApp is send yourself a message. so look, it's not that crazy, but
it's not crazy, but it is very you. Group media, baby.
Group media. So I've got the ranking system was they must be.
I got some pretty high. Oh no, so that's what I was confused about. There was a tick, and then she changed the tick to a cross.
Yeah.
So she ticked me for 13, and then crossed it out and then moved it down to like 4.
So the categories are vibe check, style, chill factor, non-cringe, and hits different. And she had to rank us.
So she had ranked me so highly and then crossed it out and moved them way down.
Yes, and also interestingly, you did yours before mine. So the smoky thing, she just doesn't like smoking.
Yeah.
I just still did it. I don't know, do I... There,
That sort of shows it.
I don't know, this is probably not...
That's perfect, Ray.
Did I do it? But
That's fine. I think people get the gist. A lot of them, they were very similar as well.
Yeah.
Like, she ranked everyone pretty low.
No, yeah, she ranked me, I got 5s across the board, but I think she initially ranked me
But
as...
she moved one down.
Yes, no, I think it's hard to tell, but it looks like she either ranked me as most cringe or 5 cringe.
Okay. I thought Pearl should have been the one scoring the... We're just saying... and also it was funnier to argue with Jeremy.
Yes.
Whereas arguing with Pearl, like being like, oh my gosh, she thinks this. Like, it's not as fun in the studio as it is going like, Jeremy, how is Cool Ray getting 4 points, smoking an A4 piece of paper?
That is a phenomenal bit of, I think, the scoring. Maybe some of my favourite scoring of all of us, including myself, being so shocked.
As he awarded 1 point, 2 points,
we were like,
3
surely
point.
Cool Ray is 1. And then what?
And then they'd like he'd scored everyone else without getting to you. It was so funny.
I think, did he give Karen... He either gave you or Karen 2. And then you're like, what? Less than Cool Ray. Then Karen gets 3. She's like, less than Cool Ray.
It was very funny.
Yes. Pearl, like we said, she ranked us all individually. I think she also then did like a ordered ranking, like where she put us in from 1 to 5. And then maybe what she was saying, but like, I mean, I don't blame her. Like, it's hard to remember stuff.
It'd be hard to measure, and also, like, I was first, and I feel like she's got no one to compare me to.
Yeah.
And like the concept of the show is sort of like try really hard and be kind of cringe.
Yes.
And so like it's like, oh, she tried really hard and that was really cringe, and then I'm sure as she went on, she's like, oh, like everyone else is doing that as well.
Yes.
Which I want to protest when people say that I'm trying hard. Ray is trying hard too.
Yes. The difference is that Mel's body listens to her brain, whereas my eye is sort of bumbling through.
Yeah, it's like, looks like, oh, Ray's not trying. You are trying.
I'm trying
the
so
whole
hard.
time.
I was so panicked about that teenager. Pearl freaked me out, and it was like this cartoonish. I had the same thing as Dive, like the same cartoonish, goofy, like what's cool in the 90s. Let's do that.
Yeah, totally.
And also the other thing I got to dispute with you is you think this bus idea was really cool, right? You were like, Pearl loved the bus.
But you even watch back at it, and she talks about the bus and about people on the bus, and she gets excited. She's like, I love it when the bus is crowded. Like she was genuinely excited. She was like smiling, talking about like people getting kicked off the bus. And when I was a kid, I remember loving that as well.
Really?
Like taking the bus home from school, because that's where you get to hang out with your friends, but there's no rules, really. Yeah. And then, someone got kicked off, I remember. And that just being like the gossip around, like, oh my God, do you see Jaden? Jaden had to get off at the Foursquare like 3 stops early because he was being too annoying on the bus, and the bus driver went out and took us, like, would always stop for a cigarette, and then like we'd be like, hey, we want to go home, and he'd be like, you can get off the bus. Like it was always like drama. I mean, I went to school in Beach Haven, and that's like the bus was a dramatic
I hated
place.
taking the bus from school.
Yes.
But I remember being in uni and taking the bus, and the bus driver stopped to yell at some kids who were swearing too much. And me and my friend who were on the bus, who were uni age, were so scared. And we just like whispered to each other the rest of the ride.
I will challenge anyone to see her more excited about anything else in anyone else's task than the bus.
I would like to... the way Joseph Moore described watching this...
Joseph was telling you to be comedic.
Okay, all right.
And I knew I was playing a role as well. Like you go, like the more uncomfortable you are, the funnier it is.
Yes.
Like, you don't really want to see someone. Not that I don't think that me and Pearl connected on a deep emotional level at all.
No, we did
but
not.
I think that I think she liked me at least.
Yeah, I don't think I got that vibe from Pearl. I think Pearl was like, I hope he walks into the room again.
I genuinely was like, I reckon we'd be fine. I think I'm good with kids.
Her not liking your TikToks was so funny.
And that was really funny.
Yes, and then also you throwing one of the crew, I'm probably not Evan because he's a cameraman, but
It
throwing
wasn't Evan. Yeah, it was
throwing
someone
one of the
else.
crew member out of the bus. And then they go, oh, he's dead now. The bus is moving.
Yes, he did die. It's unfortunate. Then we had Karen who went into get like the school teacher vibe, giving lollies.
I'm a cool teacher because I give out lollies.
But I think the same thing happened to her where Pearl wasn't giving anything.
Yeah.
So Pearl would go, I don't like that, or that's dumb, or that's not cool.
Yeah.
And then it would be something like, she'd be like, oh, she did sarcastically say she liked school, but then later was sort of maybe just like, I think it might have even been cut shorter in the final episode. But I remember Pearl sort of saying, oh yeah, my teacher is cool. I like my teacher. Which is like pretty normal for a kid to like their teacher.
Yeah.
And you just go, well, that's the one thing that she
yes.
enjoyed. So let's just go with that.
Yeah. If Pearl had given me anything, I would have run with that.
Yeah. So it was very fun. And then we had Bubba who did the task correctly, which was, I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving. And you were just like, oh, it's very thundery outside.
Thunder.
Oh my God, it's spooky.
Feel the thunder. Lightning and thunder.
But I loved that.
Didn't Bubba call Pearl a bitch?
Yes, Bubba called Pearl a bitch. And also, it was really funny to be like, oh, she kind of seemed like she did care, but she was like, blah, blah, blah. And then Jeremy coming back to her in the studio and her going, no, I actually didn't give a shit. Like, it was so funny. I literally didn't care.
Yeah. I just remember now, I found $2 in the house, and I remember getting on my knees and begging Pearl to rank me high, trying to offer her $2.
I think I offered to buy her shoes because she liked my shoes as well. And I was genuinely like, how badly do I want to win? Like, will I buy her shoes? like maybe we go to the Nike store, like, but we didn't have enough time.
Maybe I will say this. While Pearl was talking to me the whole time, she was texting, like she was just Snapchatting or texting on her phone, and I was like, oh, that's something cool. Maybe I'll give you my number and we can text each other. And then I was like, oh no, I don't want to be seen giving my phone number to a teen on camera. And then I looked down, I barreled the camera and said, I also don't want to give her my number off camera either.
Yeah, I can see why they cut that.
Yeah, I was panicking, man. She was giving me nothing.
So Bubba won the task. 5 points to Bubba, 4 points for Cool Ray, 3 points to Karen, 2 points to me, and 1 point to Di, I think.
Yeah.
And then we had our live task, which was to sneak a word into a speech.
Yes, and Jeremy had to figure out the word or eliminate us based on how bad our speech was.
Yes.
And also, we mentioned in an earlier stream, but yeah, this one, I think those sharks were designed by one of Di's kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so he's put them on the jacket as sort of
it was like drawings from his kids. Yeah,
so sweet. Cool. Yeah, this one I remember. It's great that it feels like all the people watching online loved this task, because I remember we did it and we were like, oh, I'm not sure how fun that was, but
it's because we all kind of did the same workaround very quickly, because you don't have a lot of time. Like, genuinely, you've got like 2 seconds to think of something to do, and that's when your mind blurs. And I tried a few different strategies. One, I think I don't even know if it was
like mentioning that you drunk semen was that was so funny.
Because I was like, oh, the word is denim, and the first, like, I was just think I'll just do lots of rhymes, and denim, then blenheim, and then I was trying to do so like semen, like I was trying to like be like seminal or something, and then I ended up just saying semen, and that's where that came from. Was initially an attempt to rhyme. It wasn't just the first thing I thought of, like, oh, like chug cum. Like, it was supposed to be a rhyme, but it didn't quite.
You were doing this R-rated Cat in the Hat. Would you eat it in Blenheim? Would you eat it wearing denim? I think I have watched videos, because Blenheim has like a famous food show, doesn't it? Like, I feel like I've seen videos when we used to work on Have You Been Paying Attention, of like people trying animal. The
reason I thought of the rhyme at first, though, was like, we were doing it 7 days, and someone had referenced the Beast of Blenheim a couple times. Not that we should bring this up in the chat. Probably an off-air chat.
He used to live in Wanganui.
Yeah.
My hometown.
Someone referenced him. Horrible person. Criminal.
Yeah. Like the Ivan Milat of New Zealand. Maybe.
Who is that?
Do you not know who Ivan Milat is?
No.
He's sort of like a folk hero of Australia.
Oh my god.
they really look up to. No, he like found backpackers on a highway and killed them.
This is not where I thought this would go, and I brought it up. But I remember we were talking about that awful criminal, and then Di came out, and he was wearing like double denim, and someone referred to him as the beast of denim. And so that's why the first like thought in my head was rhyming denim with linen. Anyway, it was a lot of fun though. It was like fun to do something where it was like a bit performative, I guess, for the crowd. And the winner of that was Cool Ray.
I borrowed sunglasses from one of the PAs. I think I was like, I got to dress like Cool Ray again.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I look like Ray Charles here. I look blind.
Okay. And then we had Bubba, who won her first episode.
Yes. Oh, I will also. Oh no, it's boring. I was going to say Paul started to announce that I won, saw that I was wearing sunglasses, and went on. Oh, sorry. The winner of today's live task is Cool Ray.
Oh yes, right.
But yes, Bubba won, but also Bubba nearly won as there was a tie break.
Yes, I know, and I was actually kind of annoyed, like because you don't get any points for the tie break.
Yes.
And it's been cut out, but I tried to give you points two times. The first time was in episode one, and they cut it out, but he did award you more points. Was for the prize task because your prize task was better. The most unbelievable thing, the backflip.
Oh, the second. Oh, yeah, there was one. Yes, there was one. We swapped places.
Yeah,
right?
so he gave me 3 points and you 2 points, but because mine was like kind of making fun of you, and I felt bad about it, so I was like, "Oh, Ray deserves an extra point," and then he went, "Oh no, you're right," and then he went 3 points to Ray, 2 points to Mel, but they didn't show me being a beautifully, really nice person who's not a try-hard.
I was about to say, it seemed a bit trying hard.
Who's actually just really cool and funny and isn't actually trying that hard. She's just trying to have a good time. And she just happens to be really competent and smart. And it's just not her fault that she's really good. Okay?
I let her self-soothe. She does this a lot. I just let her cry out.
Just being extra. I feel like I'm being mostly just me. So if I'm extra, then that's on you. That's fine. I don't even care. Bubba won. She was very fun and just like so stoked.
Yes.
Like so excited.
What was the other time you gave me points? Sorry.
Oh, was when we did the team task, which was the eggs on the cars.
Oh, yes.
Eggs on the cars.
Oh, yes,
and
you did.
we had the same points at that point. So if we won the team task, we would be tied.
Yes.
And I tried to argue oh, Ray, you got 2 eggs down and I only got 1 egg down. Yeah. So I was going to be like, well, I did say Ray deserves an extra point because he got, he did most of the work.
That's right.
And then Jeremy was like, very nice of you, Mel, but a team is a team, or something really sweet. Yeah. So I tried to let you win that episode.
Thank you. And I won. They probably also at that point had already loaded the VTs in and stuff. And were like, we need to play these tasks.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we tied because that was my favourite.
That was a funny tiebreak task.
Yeah, that was it was one of my favourite tasks I did because I knew I stuffed it up so badly. So I'm glad that's out in the world.
The unfortunate thing with having a tiebreak task is that the episode is a lot.
Yes,
it's a bit more rushed.
Yes.
So people go oh, there was no banter, or or Jeremy didn't say anything. It's because we had to fit in a whole extra task, which was about reading something long.
Yes.
So it's a lot of that stuff got lost. And then the next episode we had a lot of shorter tasks, and so episode 7, this episode, Jeremy got to shine because all of those tiebreak tasks were gone. This Bubba's first episode win? Yes, it was.
Yes, but as we said, she tied. So she's effectively won 2 episodes.
And that episode was a bit strange with 2 team tasks in the same episode.
Yes.
In the sense that there was a live team task.
Yeah, so it wasn't meant to be a team task.
Yes.
But the
cars fucked out. Bubba's one didn't work, and maybe
another one.
Karen's was a bit jiggity or whatever. They were really fidgety, those cars, and so they had to. There was only two or three that worked, so they had to split us into teams.
How long did it take to record an ep in the studio? Was it 3 hours or something? I forget. Maybe less.
Yeah.
But we did 2
in
the
But they flew by because we were having too much fun.
Yes. Also, that's your actual license up there.
Oh yeah,
it's not
you
a photo,
can't
it's
see.
not a photo of it or anything.
Yeah, I
It's
genuinely gave them my license. Having a photo of it's not as fun. Next episode. Okay, we really need to fire through. We've already been talking for an hour. We talked for the length of an episode about the episode. That is too much.
Actually, well, longer because they're 44 minutes.
Yes, true. Fucking hell. We need to keep
and
going.
the ad breaks, what do you do in the studio? Just sit there, they bring out water, we drink it.
Yeah, and we chat.
Yeah, we chat a little. And then with the live task, we would walk backstage because they didn't let us see the stage because they were setting up a secret.
Did Bubba take your license? Bubba gave my license back, but also I didn't actually mind too much because it was my New Zealand license and I have an Australian license now. So I probably don't even need it. The prize task was best thing to have at night.
Yes, and this was my sleeping pills. Or my sleepy time tea, rather.
Yeah, it was very funny. It's
with
always good when there's just a huge laugh in the studio when the photo comes up.
What happened to Cool Ray's ASMR? Great. Oh, that was the other thing. I thought the Cool Ray thing happened so much earlier in the record, and I think the reason why is that the sound guy Marcus, after Cool Ray happened, every time he had to do my mic, he would say, "How's Cool Ray?" Like he would call me Cool Ray every time, and so I think it. Anyway,
yes.
I got the impression that it happened a lot earlier, but I think it's just because Marcus kept calling me Cool Ray.
Maybe he just thought you were cool. It was before the task played.
Yes.
He just was like, this guy's cool.
This guy's giving off a pretty powerful vibe.
Yes.
Cool pheromones.
This was very funny. And in a classic mug that every New Zealander probably owns.
I stole one from a theatre and then I dropped it in another theatre and smashed it, and then the production company were like, "We'll just get you a cup." But I bought, yes, I did. Those were real drugs. Those were magnesium pills. I spent a lot of money at the chemist warehouse getting.
Really?
Not a lot. Well, anyway,
it seems like just a bottle.
Yeah.
A couple bottles.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, and I also played a really disturbing ASMR clip in the studio, which I recorded just before, and it was me being like, oh yeah, you're getting sleepy, but is that something at the door? Like, it was like terrible ASMR, and then I started eating an apple on the tape.
Great.
And it sounded horrific.
They probably cut it for time, I would imagine.
Yeah, we went for like 30 seconds.
Next up was another kind of tea, but genuine just
tea.
A nice tea set, which I would have loved.
Yes, a classic dye gift of like sort of meditative.
Yes.
Really
something that was in his house that he went, that fits this category.
Yes, and then Jeremy roasted it for it.
Yeah, usually there's a comedic spin.
Yeah.
I brought in a telescope. This was one of the first ideas I thought of, was a telescope, because it's best to have at night. I was trying to interpret it as bad during the day, good at night. So it's best to have it at night.
That was great.
And I took this photo of you.
I was so shocked.
I actually didn't take this photo of you.
No.
I will say I employed someone to take this photo of you.
Yes, I mean, I can talk about this. Is that you got my flatmate to take this photo. Oh, I recognise that's a picture of me, Becky, and Tom Sainsbury. That was after the Wellington. I would have anyway. So my flatmate took this photo of me, but the thing is, I had seen him trying to take photos of me through my window while I was like sitting in my room, because this was around the time, I was getting close to moving.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I'm just taking a photo for like the flat listing." And I was like, "Why? I'm still in the room. Like, let me clean my room. Like, what's going on?" But like, he was like walking around just taking photos of me so obviously. But
I was like, he can't know that you're like taking a photo. Like, try and do it surreptitiously, because I would like to surprise him in the studio.
Well, it was a surprise. This I did not expect.
Yes. Okay. Great. Yes, and you're like so many noodles. Like, how many packets is that, do you reckon? 3?
Oh, well, it was Uber Eats.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought this would be like 3 packets of meagering.
No, I don't know what... It was probably noodles. I remembered it, obviously, in the studio, but I forget now.
Yes.
But it was delicious. It was probably Saltai. They do some great...
Saltai, love Saltai.
Yeah.
And yes, you are looking at a photo of yourself. I was going to reference this, but I thought it's not obvious enough that you are looking at yourself, because Ben McGugan's Ben was the one who took the photo. Is so shit that it was like the blurriest photo.
His phone's even worse than mine.
Yeah. And so 3 migraine is completely reasonable. That's fair enough.
I don't like to. It was probably rice and just the phone is terrible quality. But I don't like to eat noodles in public, so it's nice to be in the privacy of my own home and eat noodles without anyone seeing.
I think I got 1 point or 2 points because I was a stalker, maybe.
Yeah, but you deserved more. And are you going to mention it now, or do you have the photo?
Oh no, I don't have the photo with me, but I also the thing was that I was actually going to try and get one of everyone, but I left it too late. I didn't know where everyone lived. I also had never met Bubba at that point, and so I didn't know someone that would be close to Bubba that would be able to sneakily take a photo of her. Karen lives in Wellington, which was also hard to coordinate.
And we hadn't met her partner.
Eilish hadn't met Eilish. And then Di as well. I didn't know where Di lived, but I thought I could potentially get Di. But then once you've only got like 2 people, it's a bit weird. Then I was like, well, maybe if I just get one, like Jeremy or Paul. And so I got Paul's partner to take a photo. And she actually couldn't. She was trying so hard, but he's so like hyper aware, I think she was saying. She was like, I kept trying to do it, but he kept sort of like noticing me or being confused. And so she did get a photo, but it wasn't through a window, it was the reflection of a window. So she was inside and she took a photo of the window and it reflected on, so it looked like it was taken through a window, but it was really weird. And because he was standing and just kind of staring into space, it looked kind of staged, I think.
Was he wearing a face mask? Or I remember him looking really pale, like it was like a crazy, like a ghost almost, like. It was a haunting image. And
he was just standing there. It wasn't even clear that it was him as well. Like, it was kind of weird, or like it was in his house. There was something odd about the photo that it just... I'm kind of glad it was cut, because it was like... It looked fake, I think. Even though it was kind of real.
I mean, it was real in the sense that you had
and he also didn't
privacy.
Really react. He just kind of went, yeah, that is my house. Like, you were like, whoa!
Yeah, I was shocked.
And Paul was just like, oh, yeah, that is me. And he would have just been working it out, being like, oh, that's why someone took that photo.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
And then Karen brought in Eyes That See in the Dark, which is, a very funny interpretation of it. And went through the entire track list of it. And, yeah,
We're all a bit of fun.
liked it.
I don't recognise any of those Kenny Rogers songs. Oh, wait, no, Islands in the Stream. Oh, that'll
that indie track.
That'll come up later in the show.
Will it?
Yeah, for me it did.
Oh, yes. And Bubba brought in horse meat.
This is crazy. Did it get like 4 points or something?
I think it got 5 points.
Okay, that's outrageous.
Best thing to have at night. Like, it didn't quite add up that it was like a nighttime.
Was it because she got it from
the
the
no, you got 5 points. Your tea got 5 points and Bubba's horse meat got 4.
Yes, it must have got 5, yes. Was it because it was from the Otara markets and they must only be open in the evening?
Oh, maybe
or maybe she just likes to have it for dinner, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it's horse meat.
We were told by production, please don't eat the meat if you win the task, if you win the episode. Yeah. When you go on stage, don't eat it as a bit. It is not going to pass food safety standards. Please don't eat the meat.
Yeah.
Was it actually horse? I have no idea.
I would say it was, yes.
Yeah.
And I got the impression, I think it was cold. Maybe they hadn't cooked it.
Yeah, or maybe it was just like been out for ages. Like it just like hadn't been in the fridge or something. But yeah, mortifying. Next up was this first film task was spin around in the office chair as many times as you want. Almost like it was like spin around in the office chair.
Most spins wins.
Yeah, and shoot a hoop within 3 seconds of doing that. You have until...
Sorry, someone's commented, I'm fairly certain it's genuine horse just looking at it.
How do you know that?
How do you know? There weren't any horseshoes in there.
Yeah.
A saddle.
We've got to get through this faster, otherwise this is like the most punishing VOD for people to watch later. Just like on the train, like, holy fuck, they're only on the first task. Spin around in the office chair, most spins wins. This was maybe my second task I filmed.
Yes, I filmed it on the first day as well.
Yes, and I was like... I was so mad at myself, but I'll tell you later. Spin around in the office chair, and then I was like, but I already thought I'd thought of a workaround by spinning slowly. Like, I've ticked that off. You don't have to spin fast. We've got all day. I'll go slowly. I did my first attempt, and I think I was very close each time. I played basketball, so like my shooting form wasn't like terrible, but it is a janky little hoop, and it's at a weird distance. You're in the grass. My shooting form was pretty accurate, but I would miss by the slightest margin. So the third time I was like, oh, I should just practice a hoop. Like, I can't do this for so long and then like go for a shot and not have a recent practice. Yeah. So I kind of wanted to practice, and then the one that I was like, oh, this will be a practice, went in. So that was the score that I got, 21 or something like that.
Yes, me watching this, because I only did 30, which I should have gone for 100 or something to make sure that I definitely got it. Yes. But when you guys also started spinning slowly, I was like, oh, no. Like, everyone's figured out the same loophole that I did.
Die Boom Time was so funny when he biffed it and it just he fell over. Like, Die is just like, his physical comedy is like unparalleled. Yes, it's so great.
I'm so glad somebody just sat in the chair and spun around as much as they could.
Full speed. Yeah. It was so good to watch. It was same with him like approaching the cricket task, just like... so funny. Hashtag Boom Time. There's my shot. Look at that form. Look at the flicked wrist. Come on. We had Karen, who did find another workaround. Another clever workaround was spin. It said spin on the office chair. It didn't say you had to spin around. She spun the ball, which was a great idea.
And I forget why she did because she wanted to practice. She didn't realize she forgot it had to be on your first attempt.
Yes.
So she had this genius idea and
then just sort of done a few spins and went, I should better try a shot, and it went in, and she was punished by being too good.
Yes. And it sounded, I mean, they said she did 5 rotations because it's hard to figure out how many she spun it on her finger. Yeah. But that seems about right.
Yeah. I felt like it was about 5. Yeah. And then we had Ray who moved the spot, which is a classic Taskmaster workaround, but just did not occur to me until I was sitting in the green room and I went, fuck, I don't think I had to leave the spot there. Yes. I reckon I was also worried that everyone would have moved the spot and I was going to be the only one who was attempting to shoot from the distance required.
Yes, that's this was maybe my first one I did that wasn't timed, and I was like, finally I can like relax.
Totally.
Yes, I really wish I had lowered the hoop and like made it even easier for myself, but and I should have done more spin. Anyway, the only reason why I was so good at basketball is that my friend James Musterpick had just been... He was practicing for Celebrity Treasure Island.
Oh, you were playing basketball with him? Because I played basketball with him as well.
Yeah, me, James, and Jack all went down to the basketball hoop near their place.
And I was so good at basketball. You shot from about 30 centimetres away. The reason I was fucking... my God.
I'm just saying, for the only time in my life I've ever gone down to play hoops, I had done like a few days before this. So this was the most practiced I've ever been in my life.
Yes, true. LeBron James over here.
Yes, I got another shot from further away and said Kobe, and then asked Paul if that was a basketball player. Oh, and then I made Paul spin around 7 times and shoot the basket.
Did he do it?
Yeah, he did do it, and he effed it up, and I thought, everyone's going to do that, so I'm fine.
Nice. Yeah. Then we had our make an exercise machine, which I had the same idea as Die, but Die executed it so well because he had a pulley system that worked. Because it wasn't heavy. It was not really that heavy by the end of it. It was heavy at the beginning, and I was so psyched.
So jacked from lifting it.
I was so psyched. I also, health and safety had to stop me many times. First, because I was going to like rip my hands apart trying to pull the rope. So I had to wear, like, later I've got gloves on. And secondly, because my first instinct was not to run the rope up and thread it through. Yeah. My first instinct was to have, like, I carried it all the way to the top and I was going to drop the chili bin. It was so heavy, like so filled with water. Like it was like an Acme anvil, like that I was going to drop. Which I think Josh Thompson directing it said, you're about to like drop it, like basically an anvil below you. Like you need to think this through. I was going to like have someone drop it while I was holding it, and it was going to slice my hands basically because the rope would go so fast through them. So there was a lot of like health and safety had to stop me like 4 or 5 times, and then this was the result, was me struggling.
Chili bin in NZ, cooler box, is that the American term? And then esky in Australia, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And Di, his pulley system was so great, and I honestly found his exercise machine so satisfying to watch. Like the little pool noodles cut as well to make it like a better grip. Like the only thing that was holding him back was that the anchor wasn't heavy enough. He needed to like add some more weight to it so that it was more of an effort. But like I thought that this was so great, and
my feeling was, oh, there's an anchor in the shed. Like, I was like, where was that?
This is what I envisaged mine would look like, and then it just obviously didn't.
Oh, man.
And then we had Bubba who tied ropes through a board, and it just made me giggle. Like this, just watching her just running with him on a skateboard was really funny to watch.
I love Paul's line of, do you want to do any uphill? Like,
she was like, oh, okay.
And I believe we talked about it in studio, but I'm sure this like tore through Paul's clothes. Like I'm sure Paul ripped his pants doing this.
Yeah. Felt like Ray got robbed in this one. Loved the solution so much. But we'll get to your solution soon. And we had Karen, who just kind of did multi-sport.
Yes,
so like Karen first was dragging lots of stuff and then just started playing cricket and then just started boxing. Like there was no real machine element to Karen's. It was just what I think she got.
It was like a bag of sports equipment.
I think she got tripped up on, which I got tripped up on as well. I first thought the task was fastest to burn the calories wins. Oh. So like you just want to like be as active as possible so that you can like look at your watch and you've done it in like 5 minutes. What a great machine. Yeah. I thought that was going to come into the scoring.
Yeah. Did you ask beforehand? I did not ask how are you going to... Oh, did I ask? I don't think I asked how are you going to measure the 40 calories being burnt.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't think to ask. And,
right, yeah.
Because I definitely remember Paul put... is it next one? Yeah. When I lit the fire, I think Paul then put the watch on my arm, and I was like, "What's this for?" And I was like, "I need to throw some sugar on the fire. What are you doing?"
Oh, right, funny. And you burnt calories, but it was not an exercise machine.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I mean, there's some debate about that. Health and safety, Jonathan Larkin. I had a lot more branches, but he took them away.
Yes, because you needed to be able to be like stamped out.
Yes, this was. I had a whole entire. I did this on a Saturday, so the whole crew was different. The makeup lady kept like interrupting us to like, well, maybe another task to like do my makeup, and then afterwards she asked, "Is this show scripted?" And I was like, but yes, I did this workaround because. Well, Josh Thompson, I had seen him make machines in season 3, and I remember thinking, and he's the director, so, you know, he was right there. But I was like, I could never make something as good as anything he made.
He's so good at, like, engineering.
And so I was like, I just focused on the burning aspect, and I just burned,
But it was really funny. It was great.
Yeah, I remember Paul said something about burning down his school. I remember Paul had some really...
When I was at school, I was in the GATE class, which was a gifted and talented education class.
Oh.
And we had our own...
Did they call it GATE?
They called it GATE.
Oh, wow.
So it was, we got the GATE day out, which was just like, we got a field trip. So like, we got all these perks for being
smart
in the smart class. And our classroom was separate. Like everyone else was in a block, but our classroom was separate. And one day our classroom got burnt down. Oh. And I remember all us kids being like, why would they choose? Like, why would they do to us? Like, and then it's like, now I realize, I know exactly why they did it to us. Like, it was not fair. It was so stupid. We got a fucking field trip.
Why would they?
We got to go to the beach for a day. Like, that's so fucking crazy. Burn our class to the ground. Why do we get a microwave? Why does no other class get a microwave?
Why are they rioting? Let them eat cake.
Yeah, exactly. That was like, as a kid, you're like, wow, like this feels targeted and I don't know why. I know why.
But surely the other students aren't smart enough to light a fire. Surely they would be.
They also, but it was very like the person who lit the fire accidentally left their driver's license behind. So they knew who did it.
So 12-year-old Melanie Bracewell.
It was like an adult. It was really odd, yeah.
Did they come back to the school to burn it down?
No idea. Next task was to win something, where Bubba said I could win someone's heart or the lottery, which was very funny. A calorie is defined as an amount of energy needed to heat some amount of water.
Oh, is it?
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. Give me my points back. Did Jeremy say... Oh, he said it was
no,
either...
No, it was not a machine, but none of ours were machines, really.
I think I was just caught up in this idea of needing lots of moving parts. And I was like, oh, no, I can't.
Yeah. It needed a moving part, I think.
Yeah. He said it was either ingenious or the worst attempt at a task ever,
yes,
right? Was
yeah.
But yes, this was win something.
Bubba was honoured by her school and actually had like a bunch of people in attendance and got a certificate for like making a difference in South Auckland.
Yeah, so Bubba was going to always be honoured by her school, but then she was like, I need to win something for Taskmaster. Can you please give me a prize?
Yeah.
and so they created a certificate for her.
Oh, that's so good.
So,
that was very sweet.
Yeah.
And I just like love hearing about Bubba's life. Like she's
Bubba
so great.
has lived her life. It's crazy.
You'd level Fulcrum of Pulley. Thank you. Ours were the closest to machines, even though my machine didn't work. It was there in theory. Di brought in a lotto ticket from 2022.
Him walking off was so funny.
Yeah, walking off going, Karen, what did you bring in? Just wanting to move on so quickly. I called in Jeremy's radio show.
Oh, do you have Karen's screenshot of her getting...
Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I must have missed it because I was because Di's went so I was quickly screenshotting before. But Karen
got funding for her children's band Fun and Funner.
Yes, which was a screenshot of like an email that she received. And I loved her saying, no, they're giving me the money, but I'm doing the song for free. I did not realize what Lem was when I heard the recording, and then I was so damn surprised. Yeah.
Yes.
So I used to work as a producer for Matt and Jerry. I was their content producer, but also the Women's Affairs conciliator. So they had a discussion on air once that they said, is our show too male heavy?
Radio Hodaki? No.
Yeah. They went, we need a Women's Affairs conciliator. So I was in the next room. And so any time that there would be anything that they'd want a woman's opinion on, they'd bring me in and I'd have to be like, on behalf of all women, we think this is really good. Like, I've consulted the board and we love this. Like, and that was my role in their show. But upon working at Matt and Jerry, what you realise is like winning a prize on radio is actually quite easy. Often it's the same people. So unless it's Taylor Swift tickets, if it's just a Hell Pizza voucher or like a movie ticket, not a lot of people are calling up. Quite often it's the same people and you have to save them in the system as do not answer prize pig. They've won 100 prizes in the last like 2 months.
Is prize pig the term that's used?
Yes, so it'll come prize pig.
Yes, because my sister and my cousin used to do that for a bit and they would like they knew all the competitions that were going on everywhere. And then my cousin quit after she won a car.
Wow!
She won a car from John and Ben, maybe.
Oh my gosh! So I was like, especially super early as well. So I wanted to call them at like 6:30 in the morning because no one is, on air. And they were also kind of reining it in at that point. They kind of only kick into gear at like 7:30. I understand. Oh no, I understood why Bubba got 5 points because hers was genuinely heartfelt, and it would be weird to award it like 1 or 2 points.
Though I did admire Jeremy when he gave her Samoan flag 1 point.
I know that was a really wild choice.
That was like, look, if I was a straight white man in this position,
I would not be giving the Samoan flag 1 point. What I do have now is my end of the phone call, which I recorded on my laptop, which we can play now. Although I don't know if you'll be able to. Oh, I might be able to hear it.
Well,
it's muted.
Will we be able to hear it, or so long as the chat can hear it?
Can you guys hear this phone call?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I can hear it as well. This is me calling up, and also I had just broken a nail, and I was in a lot of pain.
But you had told some of our friends what you had done, but they didn't tell me what you had done. But they said what Mel's done is really good. And I was like, I can't wait to see this. And it was so good, Mel.
What I'll do is I'm actually staying in the city around the corner, so I might pop into the office. If you guys could like leave it at reception or something.
Yeah, this is me trying to work out how to get the actual physical ticket. Because I was going to bring it in and pull it out.
Okay. If not, then that's fine. I'll be back here for like the comedy gala and stuff. I'll pick it up some other time.
This is me at a hotel. Yeah.
Oh,
is this the same one we stayed at last
time? You can slide it to me surreptitiously. Okay, good.
So this is me on hold.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
Trying to make sure.
This is the exciting content people tune in for.
I know.
watch Mel on hold.
I know. I just didn't know at what point. Like, I think I might be on hold for quite a bit. Yeah. Maybe let me just scrub through.
Oh, you are?
This is me, like, really, like, nervously waiting. I was actually so scared.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, I'm so frightened. Because I was just so worried that they would immediately... Like, I worked with them for, like, 4 years. I thought they would immediately, like, recognize my... So I was like, I have to go really weird to make it funny.
Yeah.
I'm, like, biting my nails out of nerves.
I love you calling yourself Lem.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
Calling myself Lem because I wanted it to be, like, a weird name that they'd remember.
You're like a...
Oh, I think I've got one round me. I don't think it's one of those fancy Hoyts or anything. Just one of those unnamed cinemas.
I don't know why this is the face I do. Like,
Oh, probably. I don't know. Probably. I'll make the travel though. I'll make the travel. I'll go as far as it takes.
because I was like, realised I'd fucked up because they were like, oh, is there an event cinemas in
perfect.
Wenham?
That's great. Yep.
Oh my god, you nearly break.
They kept asking follow-up
I think
questions.
I do get a little bit scared, but I'll
We talk
try.
about the horror movies.
Yeah, I'll see. I've got a few tenders. I'll see that. I'll check that out.
That's the pin they should have given away. There's no way Lem is...
Got a few tenders.
There's no way Lem's matching up a storm.
Thank you.
I think that was it. I think I was like, I've done it.
Oh.
It's just me. Yeah, and that was like I just looked at my phone and Finn, the producer, was like, no, they had no idea. And like that's when he'd text me being like, don't worry, like they were just totally clueless. And they were talking about him. They were like, he messaged me being like, on the next break, they were like, oh, we love Lem. Lem was a great New Zealander. They kept saying, wow, Lem's a great New Zealander. I was so scared they were going to try and like get me back on the line and like really fuck it up. Like, oh man.
Have someone asked in the chat, a good question, have you seen, is it Evil Dead Rises 2? Was that the...
So here's the thing. I didn't go because I wanted to bring the ticket in with me.
Of course.
And so I was like, I don't want to redeem this because I thought this was the evidence that I won. But then they didn't end up even showing the ticket because I gave them the ticket to like take a photo of it and bring it up like a prize task. And they didn't even show it. So I was like, oh, fuck. I didn't go and I just wasted it. I came from the Sims light switch video.
Is that something you did on TikTok?
What the fuck is that?
Did you like The Sims, right? Have you posted any Sims?
Oh my god, yes. What the hell? That's a really random way to come to my Twitch. The light switch video was me talking about how on The Sims they introduced all of these new things for like trans people. They were like, they introduced binders and like all of these other things, and like also like wheelchairs and other stuff. Like it was like all about being inclusive.
Yeah.
And on the Facebook post, I was like, terrified of the comments. So the comments were going to be awful, but they weren't, and they were just people being like, okay, there's a light switch, but no garage door. Like, like people were mostly mad about the light switch, like that they'd introduced light switches, but they hadn't introduced like these other features. Like, well, where are the horses? Like, people were just like really angry about those things, and they were mostly talking about the light switch.
Is it a trans themed garage door?
No. It wasn't. It wasn't that. It was just like a wave of new things that they'd introduced in The Sims, and those were the like highlights. And then there was like also light switch, blah blah blah.
Everybody wanted to.
Everyone was like, but if you can do a light switch, you can do a garage door. The recording was better than just seeing the tickets. I was going to show the recording as well, obviously. I wasn't just going to show the tickets and be like, take my word for it. I won it on radio. I always got Finn to send me the video.
Thank you, Monopolion Force, for liking the series. But we're talking about episode 8
We are
right
talking
now.
about episode 8 now, so if you are worried about spoilers, I would... I'm not trying to discourage people from viewing the Twitch.
Yeah.
Next episode, I found out Lem was very math teacher. I was really glad I went with Lem because I wanted to go with a weird name, and then I was like, okay, it has to be I wanted to do a full anagram of my names. Like I was going to be like Lemony or like.
You're like a Batman villain leaving clues at the scene of the crime.
Totally. And I just felt sneakier. Yeah. But I just thought, oh no, the more I do, the more he'll figure it out. But no, he did not figure it out at all. And that's just sort of my go-to like man voice. Yes. And yeah, Jeremy had told me, he went. It was talking to me like in the foyer afterwards, and he went, it would have never occurred to me that was not a man. like he was like, but I thought maybe he clued on because he said they at one point. Like he said he. And then he went, so that they can have someone to come along with them. And I went, oh, did he click on that maybe I'm a woman or like that maybe I'm not a man, clearly a man.
Yes, and the other thing that got cut as soon as after this was done was Jeremy's immediate reaction was like, God, Matt Heath looks awful.
Yeah, Matt Heath. It was like, oh no, he was like really disappointed by like how shit the radio show seemed. Yeah. But those things are always shit. It's always like, oh, we've got this partnership with this movie place and we've got to try and make content out of it. And that's why they asked me so many questions, I think, because they thought, this could be an interesting person to talk to. And they kept referencing fucking me.
Radio is such a tough gig. And also, I imagine giving away prizes in New Zealand must be hard because we're so naturally quiet and like we're just like, oh cool, thank you for movie tickets. Whereas in America, I imagine people are jumping up and down screaming that they get to drive from Blenheim to the nearest event cinema to watch.
I was
with
so
all your Tinders.
Terrified as well because the producer didn't send me the video right away, and I know that those like cameras they just delete after like a certain amount of time, like they're just rolling all the time, and I was so scared that I would have to do it again.
Yes, that's true. I used to I was worried. I wanted to get clips of Hayley talking. I think she spoiled my surprise party for me on the radio, and I wanted to get a clip of her, but I never did.
Oh no. Okay, so you won a vending machine toy.
Yes,
this is very fun.
My first thought was to try beat a fighter UFC champion in chess. But I couldn't find it. I was like,
you couldn't get Israel Adesanya at short notice.
No, I couldn't.
He's kind of busy.
Yeah, he was busy. And then I like contacted the chess club because I was like, maybe I could fight a child.
That would be really funny to be like, I beat Israel Adesanya.
Yes.
At chess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, but
Are you good at chess?
No, but I think I remember my family used to think I was good at chess, but I think it's because I knew what the rules were.
Right.
But I reckon I could study.
Your family, blah, blah, blah. It's like caricature you've made of your family. They don't know the rules of chess.
They actually burnt down my bedroom. They were so jealous.
And then you spent so long doing it. I know this exact arcade.
Yes.
And it's kind of like a depressing arcade, especially this level.
Yeah.
Like it's like they've got this extra level that's got a couple machines on it, but no one goes to them.
Yeah, it was actually a nightmare to film because I had to I was like trying to find things that weren't like copyrighted. Like I was like, I probably can't get a Mario toy or something. And then like there's so much like pop music playing all the time, and so I was like, I need to.
But I was talking about like Evil Dead Rises. I was talking about a movie that exists. Like I think you can reference pop culture or have like
this could have been so much easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was I'm kind of annoyed with how it turned out because I had so many more videos, but I just wasn't able to get them to production in time to edit together like a montage of me failing.
That's fine. No, it was really funny. Yeah, I thought that was a great way of doing it, especially you like with your head in your hands after you fail. Like there's something so funny about watching a claw machine just like not do it and then just knowing that would have been like your 10th attempt or something.
It was expensive. The guy just was cleaning him. He was so bleak.
Yeah. Someone had a great idea is like if you beat them in like a UFC themed video game.
Oh,
like if you verse them in like
I used to love Raw vs SmackDown.
Finally managed to catch you live. Oh well, we're almost at the end of this this stream.
What'd you do with the plushie, Ray? It's on my desk still.
That's sweet.
That's next to all my
$7 worth of games. People are like, oh, that's so much. That's not that much money to spend. Like we've spent that amount on like some of our prize tasks.
I spent more money on shampoo.
Yeah, totally. $79.
What'd you do with the plushie, Ray? Yeah, it's on my desk. Sorry, it's next to my Pokemon plushies and a Waluigi plushie and a Tingle plushie.
Yes, you've got lots of plushies. This next one was a team task where there was a P on the table,
which
and
we asked.
Yeah, I was very confused why there was a P on the table. It makes sense that P's come in a pod,
Yes.
and it was a podcast.
Yes.
But that, I still didn't even get it once we knew what the task was. I was
No.
like, why was there a P still? Like, I still don't get it. Paul had to explain.
They explained. Yeah, he explained it to us. But I think if they had put a pod of peas there, maybe that would have been too obvious.
Yes. So we had to write down something that vaguely interests both of us.
I was not reimbursed for any of my money.
Neither. No, I was not reimbursed. We just got paid to do the show.
Yeah, I was full. Oh, here are all the bananas.
All the bananas are coming.
As a Canadian, but I ended up binging all your episodes so far. I love you.
Oh, that's so
thank you.
great. I'm so glad that
Thank
people
you.
are loving it on
Thank-
TikTok.
thank
It's so
you.
cool.
It's such a shame that we have a team name of Fanana in it, but it got revealed in episode 8.
Oh, yeah, true. Exactly.
Yes.
So the team of 3 chose
Genuinely
moisturizer.
listen to Banana Pod multiple times commuting. Well, you may be
Why
entitled
would
to
you?
compensation.
Why would you listen to it multiple times? We didn't record like alternative endings.
Yeah. Mel, did you listen to it? They were trying to find the racist stuff that Paul was alluding to. I was like, what did it?
Which Ray wants to clarify that was just Paul throwing him under the bus.
Yes,
That
yeah.
Ray didn't say anything racist,
No.
but I think
It was funny to pile on.
I
me.
piled on
Yes.
so quickly that people assumed that it was genuinely true.
I also want to say that I should also add when Bubba gave me permission to say something racist, Bubba is so loose.
Yeah.
So in the racist, yes, I've signed off emails that way before, but cis with I used a Y, racist. Anyway, it's a disgusting, terrible pun. When Bubba. When the sellotape task, when I said, Paul, take off all that blackface makeup, Bubba's family were in the audience and thought it was hilarious. And apparently one of Bubba's family members said to her, they were like, he should have done it. He should have done blackface.
Oh my god.
So that's just so you know, in case any of us are caught wearing blackface, we actually have full permission from.
So we did our podcast. This is when I was suggesting we should do maybe a TV show, and you went, yeah, like pelicans.
I'm giving 100-yard stare. I was so deep in my own thought process, not really registering what you were saying. I was like, what's something I don't really care about?
Don't say yeah and then say something completely different. We decided on bananas, and we had to walk into this, which was a podcast studio.
Yes. They were also interesting. This is sort of where I learned, I think, I don't know when they figure out how long each task should take time-wise. I think how long for us to come up with a podcast.
3 minutes.
Yeah, it was, and I think they decided on 3 minutes quite late for the interesting idea. I think they kind of brainstormed with one of the PAs, like the day before or that morning. Someone's sharing vaguely interesting. Our enemies. Did you have any prep time at all?
We had basically, it was like once we read the task, your time starts now, was 90 seconds.
Yeah.
So we had a minute and a half to go what's the show called?
Yeah. I spent most of that time running to get a bunch of bananas.
Yeah, yes, true. You ran to get bananas. Yeah. I suggested banana phones because I thought we can make it banana themed, but it could be an advice podcast. So people call up and we answer the banana phone.
Yeah, I thought it was meant to be called Banana Pod, and
it was called Banana Phones at the beginning.
Yeah, I said welcome to Banana Phones, but it's actually called Banana Pod.
By the end, we had called it Banana Pod because I think the phone thing only came in for a minute of the episode.
Yeah.
So we just went, thanks for listening to the Banana Pod.
I can't believe you didn't bring up the topic of monkeys once. Didn't we? No, didn't we talk about how monkeys peel bananas?
I think potentially.
I
think a lot of it was cut.
There was some, and also the other thing is Paul didn't tell us when we hit 20 minutes, so we did go over a little bit.
Yeah.
And there was also a bit where we called in Kyle, who was working on the show.
Yes.
And he asked us a question about bananas, which was maybe cut as well.
I think it ended up being in it. Because we kept saying Paul, our producer, and then I was so scared that I was giving away that it was Taskmaster, that I was giving Kyle an out to give a fake name.
Oh, yes.
And it just looked like I didn't know any of the crew's name. I've met Kyle so many times, and I went, introduce yourself, and he was like, Kyle? And I was like, no, I was giving you a choice to either to put your name on this podcast or not.
But yes, I remember we were like, who wants to ask a question? We were looking out to all the cameramen and
they
stuff.
were
Evan's like, I'm not coming. No, I'm not.
They were all shaking their heads. And we
Oh, the
were just
question did make it in. Oh, so Kyle is on the task.
yes,
This
Kyle
looks
is
better
on
than the Jeremy and Matt show.
It's true. It was so funny. We were just talking about. We talked about this task a lot because obviously we had to advertise it and
Yes.
say we've got a new podcast.
This was an outside the house one.
I had so many people being like, when's episode 2 of Banana
Yes.
Pod? I had this guy who works for College Humour, this Pat
Oh
Castles,
yes, he follows me now because of it.
who is really funny, and like I really like the stuff he's done, and he's written for like Samantha Bee and all
Yeah.
this stuff. He posted a genuine endorsement on his Instagram being like, oh, this you wouldn't think that a podcast about bananas would work, but it just does, or something. It's like clearly it doesn't work. It would only work for the 20 minutes. We ran out of shit to say after 20 minutes.
Mel Tracina from Cheap Seats endorsed it.
People got mad because at one point I talked about apples.
Yeah.
People were like, you
I had a-
didn't stay on topic.
Yeah, I had a friend message me being like, Mel doesn't talk about bananas enough. I was like, what?
I kept trying to rein it in and bring it back to bananas
Yes.
when we went on topic because I was scared that we would get docked points because our podcast wasn't exclusively about bananas.
Yes, I had friends. I had one friend message me and say it felt like a prank. Like it felt like that Netflix show maybe that Will Arnett did, but
The Impractical Jokers or whatever.
yeah, but we kept coming back to banana. She was just like, she felt like it was like, it seemed like a surreal experiment because it was.
You promised to review a banana. We made a very early promise in the podcast, if you listen to it, that we would review a banana.
Who is listening to a banana podcast and has never tried a banana before? What was I thinking?
And we would review it, and we didn't like. It's not like there's different kinds of bananas. Like famously, there's one.
Yeah, there's the Cavendish.
There's the Cavendish, and that is the problem with bananas is that they will be wiped out if there's ever a disease that strikes them.
Yeah.
And then you didn't eat it. You just peeled it, and the whole time you're talking to me, you have this peeled banana that you're sort of flopping around like a talking stick. It was so unnerving. That was so stupid.
I've never eaten a banana, so it was helpful. That's bull.
Listen to it.
It was actually a really fun listen.
I was happy with our like riff on like bananas and pajamas being quite.
And I went straight
scary.
to I went straight to kiwi fruit and bay root.
Yes,
that was the most obvious rhyme.
You're like bananas and pajamas doesn't really rhyme.
Yeah. There was something else. Oh, my friend, my flatmate, who took the photo of me, he spoke to me about it, and he was like. He said, like, you can tell there's, like, a sense of panic in my voice. Because part of the task is you can't reveal that this was a task.
Yeah.
And so, like, he was like, you're talking like you're kind of in a hostage situation. Like, yeah, I love bananas. I've always loved bananas. Of course I talk about
a lot of the time was just us justifying the existence of the podcast. Just going, like, this is why this exists. And don't be surprised. Like, of course we're doing a banana podcast. We love bananas. And you're, like, so quickly coming up with a collective noun for our fans. Bananas.
Straight off the bat.
That was so funny.
So arrogant. Like, of course there's going to be heaps of fans of this. And we're all going to call ourselves Fananas.
And then we had a lot of people being like, I'm a Fanana.
Yeah,
and it's honestly such a relief to know that this information is out there and that we didn't actually decide to do a podcast about bananas.
There's actually, we share a manager, and she messaged us and said, this podcast is career ending.
Oh yes, and then the other team talked about moisturizer in a very serious way.
Yeah.
We listened to the podcast, and it is a lot of like, oh, I didn't really feel like I fit in. I felt like moisturizer was too feminine. Like,
Di talks about like having acne issues, maybe, or eczema issues. Like,
yes, it was genuinely like quite an in-depth discussion.
Yes. And they did the genius thing of making their podcast. It was episode 2 of their podcast where they talk about vaguely interesting things.
Yes, totally.
And so they claimed that they had talked about tarpaulins in the previous episode, and Di randomly does an ad where he gives away what is it? What's the Rolf Harris?
What?
It was
a Shakti mat? No,
not a Shakti. Rolf Harris doesn't do Shakti mats.
Well, I didn't know what you're referring to.
Actually, a guy called Skinny John. Did you ever meet Skinny John? He's a good guy. Wobble board, yes. Di does a wobble board giveaway in the thing, and he mentions Rolf Harris.
Okay. We got to keep going and move on to the live task, which was
the chat is filled with so much banana facts. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, man.
Actually, people did message me banana facts to be like.
So many people were like, "Oh, you can talk about this next episode."
Yeah.
Absolutely not. So the live task was a great game of sort of bluff,
Yeah.
where you had to. Jeremy would randomly flick the switch, and then you would get one chance to switch it the opposite way, and then you had to plug it in and just either get a face full of flour. Sean made me
delicious.
dinner.
Oh.
Yes, great. We're almost done. And then, I'm salivating. I'm literally salivating like a fucking dog.
Yeah. I'm now very excited to watch this episode. This is a crazy way to live your life, is to watch the recap.
Watch the recap and then decide to watch the episode. Face full of flour. You got to ask him a few questions and then ultimately decide to switch it or leave it where it was.
Ray doesn't get dinner. No, I don't get dinner. That's not how.
Roy, just have a HelloFresh for two. So
Yeah.
I bought you pizza last night.
You said I had to buy you dinner to repay you back.
You said I'll give you $50, and I went, it didn't cost $50. Don't give me $50.
Yeah, things are going pretty well
So I
for
just
all
said you
Ray.
buy me dinner next time. Di falling to the ground and then getting into fighter's stance was so funny. It got me so good. Full belly laugh.
Sorry to go back to it, but to go back to the podcast, I searched for so long to find their podcast because we were promoting our podcast and we were like,
But we didn't know what their topic was.
No, we didn't. Yeah, but I would search Di, Karen, Bubba on Google and nothing was coming up. But then during Melbourne Comedy Festival, I was with I think Joseph played me a snippet of it, and then I was able to find it.
Yes, so we had to ask Joseph for it.
Yes.
And the others didn't realise that they wouldn't just get sent it, I think.
Yes.
And they just maybe didn't think, or forgot that it would be released.
Yeah, and I think maybe they forgot it was based on downloads.
Based on downloads. And so I thought that they would, maybe because also they don't have a lot of social media.
Yeah.
So it's not like they even saw our one and went, wait a second, where's our podcast?
Yeah.
Because I would think that. If I saw their podcast, I'd be like, wait, where's
Yes.
our one?
Yeah.
But I just think they didn't care enough to follow up.
As soon as we had done ours, we were immediately like, who's going to do the fan art?
And I was genuinely like, I've always wanted to do a podcast. But then after seeing that only after I tweeted about it, I put it on my Instagram, I put it on my Facebook.
Yep, same.
You did the same thing. And collectively we got 300
Yeah,
listens.
I know.
And that was us and all our friends
Yes,
as well that we had forced to listen
Yes,
to it.
I told family members. I told people download it, don't listen to it, but download it because it was most downloads.
I know, and it was crazy. I was like, wow, maybe making a podcast. I mean, I guess podcasts take a long time. You sort of get people in episode 10,
Yeah.
But fuck, man.
Yeah, I know. It was also crazy because I felt like we were getting so much feedback about the banana podcast.
I have people in real life talking about the Banana Podcast. I'm like, oh, how are these 300 people just I guess your closest friends. Moving on, we've got to wrap up because we have been talking for almost 2 hours. Karen did super well.
Yes. She nailed
One
it.
thing is, I think Jeremy got better at it, but I think there was a very clear it was almost a tick-tock.
Yeah.
So it was tick is on, tock is off. So I
you reckon
think
there was different sounds?
Yeah, so I think Di and Karen or someone you could kind of tell if it was ticked or tocked. I mean, you go on arm movement as well. But then at one point, Jeremy did a very slow one, which I think helped.
Yes.
And I got so thrown and forgot which one was tick, which one was tock, and he had already just started doing it.
One more thing about Banana Pod. I definitely remember saying we should look up what countries eat the most bananas and run ads in those countries to listen to Banana Pods.
Oh
I remember
God.
suggesting that to you. You were like, no, we're not.
We're not paying money. Also because we didn't see the other team's podcast. So I'd seen them post about it heaps. I'd be like, okay, fuck, we're going to post again.
Yeah.
But they never did. Okay, so Faceful Flour. You may notice I didn't really get much flour compared to this.
Yeah, and also it hits mostly your when it shows from Jeremy's point of view, it goes over your head basically. It kind of misses
No,
you.
I think it missed Karen. It just went through Karen's hair. But for me, it definitely hits me in the face. But the hose was loose. Oh, that's very nice, Black people. That's a great because I love both of those people, Joe Thomas and Victoria Coren Mitchell.
Yes, I haven't watched Victoria Coren Mitchell's season on Taskmaster, but I hear she's amazing. But Joe Thomas is so fun. I think he is one of the best prize tasks of all time.
So funny.
Yeah.
My question, was, is it flicked on? And he said no. And then I said, do you like me? And he said yes. And I plugged it in. But because the hose was kind of loose, after this happened, actually, the hose fell off, the connecting between the red and the black part. And so not a lot of it went through, which meant They loaded it up again, but
Yes.
only a bit of mine came out.
Yes.
So I think you got two loads of
Yeah,
flour.
I think I absolutely got. Now there's Cool Ray.
It's cool, right?
Cool Ray. God.
Like you got so much
I got
because
so-
you also got half of my load of
Yeah,
baking powder.
I got half your load drinking. And it was baking soda, not flour or whatever. I forget what it was, but it was baking soda, right?
Because yes, I think you can make a flour bomb with flour.
I tell you what, though, it tasted terrible. It tasted so bad. Jonathan again, the health and safety guy, came to my rescue. But yeah, it was awful. Got blasted right away.
Yes.
This was the most, maybe the worst, most anxiety-inducing live task. Having
Yes.
to wait, being like, oh,
It
no.
was scary to watch.
Yeah.
I love this. This is perfect look for Di. And you won your first
Yes.
episode. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And with that, we've all won an episode now.
Yes,
Yes.
everyone's had a go on the
Yes.
stage.
And I did tie. I did tie previously, as we talked about earlier. Mm-hmm. Did you keep any prizes? I didn't want this
You
stuff.
won the horse meat?
I wasn't allowed to eat it. Smoking A4 and out. There was a Would I Lie to You New Zealand. I remember that when I was what was it? When I was like
Hosted by Paul Henry and then
Yeah.
Jesse Mulligan.
Jesse Mulligan and was it Oliver Driver? Or was he just on it?
Can't remember. Guys, that's the end of the episode. End of the stream. Anyone has any final questions while I eat my dinner?
Do we need to take any questions without Cool Ray's cousin Cooler Ray? Do I need to? Does anyone know where I can watch the episode in Australia?
It'll be on binge soon.
It'll be on binge soon, legally. Any other guests planned for the final week? Hopefully,
I'm going to put it out to the WhatsApp
Yeah.
like now. I just need to see.
from Croatia.
Oh my gosh.
Holy moly! What's for dinner, Mel?
Dubrovnik?
Who are some of your favourite UK contestants? Obviously, Acaster, Bob Mortimer are up there.
I love
Mel-
Morgana Robinson.
Oh yes, I'm trying to. Who else? I haven't finished this season, but I mean Judy Love. I was thinking I might not enjoy her, but then I was like, oh no, she's just a phenomenon. She's so funny.
So funny.
Yeah.
Just join. Can you repeat all that? It'll be saved as a VOD, and
Yes.
I will try and remember to highlight it so I don't lose it.
Mel and Bray for the Cheap Traders season 2. Oh well. I'm not. Oh no, I probably can't talk about it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I think I was asked once to do a reality show, but I wasn't allowed. They didn't tell me what it was, and they refused to tell me unless I signed an NDA. And I was too busy to do it. I mean,
But also, you're the world's biggest gossip. Like,
yeah,
you
I'd have to sign an
You
NDA.
never want to sign an NDA.
Yeah, of course I refused.
There is a Taskmaster Australia. Okay, we're gonna end it here because we could talk forever. I think, and I need to eat my dinner.
We could talk forever about bananas.
Thanks so much for joining, and we'll
Yes,
see you
thank
next
you
week.
so
And
much.
I'm hoping to set up having everyone here if I can, if everyone's available. We'll try and work it out so that we get a time when as many people can come as possible.
Oh, thank you so much, Deb.
Thanks so much for coming.
Yes, thank you so much.
Bye bye.